Tristan and I were always the lovey-dovey couple in high school. We would literally never be apart. However, things took an unexpected turn in our lives after university. He always had a passion for getting into the corporate world. He has always been a realist. And I don't think I ever resonated with something in a way I do with writing. I think I could never understand the real world unless I am submerged with words and sneak into a world created by my mind. That is how you know I am an idealist. And in the real world we live in, there is no place for idealists. We went to Yale University together, 2 years there, and I couldn't anymore suffocate myself. So I dropped out. He stayed for his degree. I started working as a blogger, but it didn't work for me. A company offered me a content writing job. 3 months there, and I felt that I was losing myself. The money was not enough to retain my peace of mind, so I quit. Now, after years of battling through identity crisis phase, I write my own books now. I am not yet the #1 New York Times bestselling author. Someday I will be there. And Tristan now works with Deloitte in the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, I am still here, left alone in New York. They say New York is the heart of America, that one never feels lonely. Then why am I dying here each day? My heart belongs someplace else. How is the work pressure there? Too much. Too much to make you forget about me or us? Not at all, Sally. Why would that be? I am about to finish my work and leave for my room. Did you have your lunch? No. Did you? I didn't get the time to. And why wouldn't you have your lunch? I'm not in the mood for it, I guess. Look, Sally, I know that you miss me, but skipping your meals is not a way to cope with things. I am not skipping my meals. Today, I just couldn't bring myself to eat. And I am fine. You don't have to worry about me. Take care of you, Sally. I am, but thanks for your concern. Why are you acting like this? Which way? What do you mean? What I mean is crystal clear. Tell me, why are you mad at me? Do you think I have nothing else in the world to do except for being mad at you? Sick. No, that's not what I meant. Sally, I know you. You seem off. I mean your words. This is how I talk or text in general. It's not, babe. Look, I know you miss me. I miss you too, baby. But I can't help it. I am trying hard to be accustomed to the work pressure here so that I can quickly fly to you. I miss your face. I haven't seen you for months now, and I know how it sucks to be apart. But I am doing it for us. Tell me, are you working on a new story? No, I am out of ideas. I need a muse. I feel that I am emotionally drained. I wish that I were there to make you feel better. It sucks, Tristan. The distance. It truly sucks. Do you have an idea how much I yearn for you? Every night I go to bed with the hope of waking up next to you. Sally, I miss you tremendously. I miss you. I am sorry that I acted out rude. But please, don't starve yourself. Go and have a sandwich, maybe? Sally, do you remember how I would loathe the smell of coffee? Yes, and you'd always say, "What is there in coffee that you love so much? Love me instead." Haha, yes, and now I am addicted to coffee. I think I am surviving only on coffee. You'll fall sick if you continue to lead a lifestyle like this. I am not there to take care of you. You have to do it on behalf of me. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. And can't I talk to you about the life I am leading here in UK? Certainly. It's so bleak. I mean, the UK has so much to offer, so much glory and adornments, but I am homesick. There's a small coffee shop here where I live, and whenever I walk past that shop, I get a reflection of us through the glass doors of the shop. I crave your presence, Sally. My coworkers are really nice to me, but it's always you who I want to be with at the end of the day. It's cruel how we are not together. Sally, lunch break is over. I need to focus on work now. I'll text you at night when I reach home. Don't skip your meals. I love you. I love you. Take care. Inside me is brewing with nothingness. After having this heart-to-heart conversation with him, something doesn't settle right with me. I think this is the first time in 6 months that we have talked so intimately. I strongly feel that we are slowly becoming strangers, or maybe that I am overthinking. Did you reach home? It's 8 p.m., and I waited patiently for his text. Did you have dinner? I had not received any text from him. I thought to myself that he probably might have dozed off, so I wished him good night. Take care of you. Good night. I laid on my bed upside down. Suddenly, the sound of the breeze blowing outside and clattering of the window panes as the wind struck them bothered me. I felt sick of any type of sound that reached my ears. I wanted to distract myself, so I stared at the ceiling. There was nothingness in my soul and gaze. And in a moment, I was disturbed by the sight of the fan hanging peacefully from the ceiling. I wanted to have that freedom. All of the ugly past flashed in my mind. My father abandoned me for being a disappointment to him. And my mother, she had to agree with my father in order to not lose her home. So they left me at my grandma's. I spent a year there. My grandma grew on me, but I dreaded to think that I disappointed her as well. I got myself that content writing job, earned enough to live somewhere else on rent. I wanted freedom, so I left her place and paid for my food, electricity, and rent. Gradually, I lost all my friends, or that they left me. At times, it became too difficult to live alone. However, Tristan was always there. Virtually or physically, he supported me throughout. I remember my grandma telling me, "You have so much life in you. Don't let anyone or anyone take that away from you." And the next day, I met her at her grave. I failed you, Grandma. I am sorry. I tightly wrapped a scarf around my neck and one of the blades of the fan. I let myself suspend freely from above there. I started choking. I screamed. I heard a knock on the door. Somebody came running when they heard me shriek with pain. Everything in front of me started appearing blurry, and in a moment, I was put down gently. I could faintly hear a voice. "Are you all right, miss?" I blurted out, "Why did you save me?" "I couldn't let you die," the voice talked back. "You should have let me die." I tried to get up from my bed, but my body was too weak. "Here, let me help you." I sat leaning against the wall. The voice introduced himself. "I came to deliver your pizza. After ringing your bell several times, I dared to come inside. But I felt that something was off. I could hear somebody shriek and gasp for air," he continued. "I moved into your room and saw you hanging from the ceiling. The only thing I could think of at that moment was to save you. I don't deserve to live," I cried out. "No, you do," the guy reassured me. "You might go through something very cruel, but dying is not the solution," he asserted. "You matter and you are precious. You just have to find a way to make it through the hardships." I wept. People always abandon me. "Life doesn't," he said, as warmly smiled and hugged me. His smile was somehow blinding, as if God sent him to me to give me a chance at life, to rediscover myself and turn my life around for good. The next thing I remember was him tucking me inside my bed. I didn't act out of loneliness. That's what I felt for him at the moment. I was strangely comforted by the stranger who ironically saved my life. He made me feel good about myself, about my miserable state of mind, and my weary appearance. In the morning when I woke, he was not there, but he left me a note on my desk. It said, "Life is too short to not live it to the fullest. You are too precious to waste your energy and soul on somebody who doesn't deserve it. Maybe we'd meet again. And if we truly do, I hope we end up together. You are magical. Thank you for ordering the pizza. Yours sincerely." I ended up smiling. It was so sweet. The moment we had was nothing sexual but pure. Something I never felt with Tristan. I opened up about my vulnerabilities to that guy, and he didn't make me feel like I was insane, but he actually listened to me. I didn't receive a text from Tristan for 2 days straight. It certainly made me feel bad. However, I changed my pain into words. I wrote down every random feeling I felt on my working notes. A week passed, yet no texts from Tristan. I FaceTimed him a couple of times, but he didn't respond. I contacted his sister and asked her indirectly about his whereabouts. She didn't know about it either. I couldn't tell her that Tristan and I were not talking, and maybe that we weren't partners anymore. On a random Tuesday night, I received a text from Tristan. My heart raced. "Sally, are you there?" "Tristan, where were you all these days? Not a single text from you, and now I was worried." "I couldn't bring myself to text you, and you did not text me as well." "I didn't? I texted you that night. I haven't heard from you since then. I stopped texting you. I thought that you needed some personal space. But I want to tell you something. You don't force yourself to do things you don't want to do. You don't have to keep things to yourself. You could make confessions that might not settle right with us either. Have we grown to be strangers? Do we have nothing to offer to each other anymore? All this time that we didn't talk to each other, I realized that I am not meant for you. Don't talk like that. It hurts." "It surely hurts, I know, but neither of us can help it." "Sally, I am sorry." You don't have to feel sorry for prioritizing yourself. Please don't apologize for doing what you willfully wanted to do. You are not understanding the point, Sally. I am. No, you can't play the bigger person. Stop. I am not playing anything, I swear. Your absence has spoken to me. It moved me. It changed me. I won't ask you to explain yourself, that why you parted away, or what you were. Sally, I slept with somebody. I became completely numb for a moment when I read the text. I couldn't think straight. I knew how the relationship would end, but I didn't expect this. My hands trembled to text him back. I glared at the screen. Sally, please forgive me. I acted out of loneliness. I needed to feel loved. I am so sorry. Sally, please don't ignore me. I beg. I was lonely too, Tristan. Don't blame the loneliness for your action. Blame your intentions, your will to do that. That night when you texted me, I was at the office. My coworker Liz and I had to work the night shift. There was a power cut, and Liz and I came close unintentionally. And I just somehow lost my mind. Was she better than me? No, Sally, no. Nobody could be better than you. Where did it happen? Her place. So you woke up next to her? I did. Sally, trust me. The reason I stopped talking to you is because I felt guilty for my actions. I didn't want to hide this from you. You don't deserve it. Did you enjoy it? Did you come harder? Did you go back to her for the second time? Sally, don't. No, tell me, Tristan. I deserve to know that. I did. Are you in love with her? I don't know, Sally. I love you. I am sorry. I feel so shit. Tell me this is not the end of us. You went back to her. You definitely enjoyed it. You enjoyed being inside her. You belong with her. She has stolen you from me. We were never destined to be together, Tristan. I am sorry. You deserve better. No, Sally, I'd never get anyone better than you. You know that. Please don't leave me. I need you. I love you. I won't be able to be without you. You will, certainly, like you have. Goodbye, Tristan. I hope we never cross each other's paths again. Thank you for being a chapter in my life and pushing me to reconnect with myself. Goodbye. I never heard from him again. I published my new book on my website, and my failed relationship with Tristan served as the muse. In a week, I had gained 10,000 plus readers on my website, and in 3 months, the list had crossed the mark of 100,000. Somehow, I manipulate myself into believing that Tristan and I were right person, wrong time. It's not true, I know. I wonder how he's doing, and if he's engaged to Liz now. Sometimes I really fight the urge to text him or call. A month ago, his sister contacted me. She wanted me to take her brother back. I changed my contact number so that none of his acquaintances could reach me. I moved to the suburbs. I think of the guy who saved me that night. I wish I had his contact. I wanted to see him so badly when life finally started taking a positive turn for me. As I finished journaling my feelings, I heard the doorbell ring. For a moment, I forgot that I ordered dinner from outside. I opened the door and saw him. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was just thinking about him, and it was him standing outside my door in his delivery boy uniform. Before I could say anything, I heard him speak. "Hello, ma'am. Here we meet again." And it was his blinding smile again. I was overwhelmed with ecstasy. "Oh, I thought I'd never see you again." I hugged him tightly as I sobbed on his shoulders. "Thank you for holding on."